Day 3 of the return of Philippine volleyball continues with a match between two old foes. Coming to you from the PCV Social, Civic and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Anthony Suntay here together with Ivy Remulla. This is One Sports exclusive coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. You're watching the first professional volleyball league in the Philippines on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Well, Ivy, we've got a great game here in front of us. We've got Cignal HD Spikers up against Chery Tiggo crossovers here tonight.
That's right. So I'm just as excited as you are because, as we all know, these two teams have met each other before. So this is really going to be an interesting opening match for the Cignal HD Spikers.
Well, we're just very happy that volleyball is back, and volleyball, we have to say, is here to stay.
That's right. I'm very happy and very excited, seeing all these players. And this is definitely going to be something that's very much awaited by all of the volleyball fans.
What a rousing start here for Chery Tiggo in their very first match, defeating PLDT home fiber power hitters, and they really showcased their strength, winning it in 3 straight sets. This particular game, Chery Tiggo overpowered PLDT. As you can see, the scores. Power hitters had a strong start, but then again, the crossovers just found their way throughout and cruised through this match in 3 straight sets. And the third set was actually a very convincing win here for the crossovers. Well, it seemed like they did get off to a slow start, but when they found their groove, there was no turning back here for Chery Tiggo.
That's right. And of course, you can see a lot of strong players here in the lineup. You see the paper, on paper, Chery Tiggo crossovers, so he has very strong players and quite a tall lineup, if you can see that. And one of the towers, as you can see, there's a lot of towers in Chery Tiggo, but one of the towers that you have to look out for is Joy Dacuron, the middle blocker.
Well, you might have to say that she's one of the unheralded towers, because whenever you talk about Chery Tiggo, you talk about the Santiago sisters. But right now, Dacuron is taking center stage.
That's right. And she is, the middle is also one of the stronger offense here for Chery Tiggo. And when in the match against PLDT, she scored 13 points with 6 blocks. And we all know yung blocking is it's a strength of the crossovers.
And obviously with her there, together with the Santiago sisters, this has to be a squad that when you look at them, you have to say they are title contenders. And right now, we were able to actually speak to Joy, and here is what she said to us a while ago.
Happy naman ako sa performance ko po, pero I know na meron pang mailalabas pa, lalo na sa team namin, kung magbobuo kami at kung sabay-sabay talaga kaming mag-excel dun sa performance na nilalabas namin dun last time. So, for me, naniniwala ako sa team ko na kaya pa namin as a team, kasi hindi ko naman yung magagawa kung hindi rin sa tulong ng mga wings ko na like sa blockings, kasi I know na doon ako mas nagpo-focus talaga. During like off-season, mas pinupursige ko yung blockings ko muna, kasi as a middle blocker, yun muna ang pinaka-goal and second na yung pagiging aggressive sa pagpasok para pumalo. So during sa off-season naman, I'm very lucky din na during sa pandemic, yung mga injuries ko na gawa ng paraan para maging okay na siya ngayon, na parang preparation din sa season na nangyari nito. I'm so happy na okay na ako, fit na talaga para maglaruan. Wala nang reason para iinda yung mga sakit na nararamdaman pa nung past season.
Ivy, that could be maybe one of the positives here of the COVID-19 situation, is a lot of the injuries for these players, as Joy was just mentioning, was able to heal themselves, and right now she's at 100%.
That's right. And that may be bad news for the opposing
yes.
team, given that she says she's really in top form. And we've mentioned also, we heard her mention about where she concentrated in the off season, and it's blocking. So we've already got the Twin Towers, and we have Joy Dacuron there at the offense. So I think Cignal will really have to work their game at the net this time.
And so you mentioned Cignal. Let's swing our attention to the other side, and this is the other team battling it out here in our second game here today. And obviously, when you talk about the Cignal HD Spikers, you've got to talk about their team captain, Rachel Andakis.
That's right. Rachel is one of the few remaining key members from the Cignal squad. And she has been leading this team, for how many seasons already. And she's one of those dependable veterans, as you can say here for the HD Spikers. She has been the team captain, I think, from the start of that Cignal has been formed. And of course, to back it up, we also have one of their go-to players, the veteran libero, Jack Junella.
When you talk about Jack Junella, obviously one of the best liberos that we have here. And so at least you've got a good offensive player over here in Rachel. And at the same time, Jack mans the backcourt. And so you've got offense and you've got defense. That's a complete package.
That's right. So this is, I'm sure that the crossovers would definitely avoid giving all the balls now to Jack, given that she can really man and defend the floor very well.
Well, he talked about the fact that their main leader really is Rachel Andakis. We had a chance to talk to her just a while ago.
Yung chemistry ng team namin ngayon is very naman kami intact, although nawala si Jovelyn and Alohi. So pumalit naman si Ahel at saka si Clarissa, and very productive yung every training namin. Tumutulong sila sa team, and I know na very intact tong team namin until the end of the season. What keeps me motivated is that syempre as a leader, gusto kong tulungan yung team ko na maging podium finish. So we'll focus one game at a time. So focus kami sa strength namin and maglalaro kami as a whole.
Ivy, when you talk about the adjustments, they lost two very important players, which you just mentioned. How do you get back the strength when you lose two players of that kind of caliber?
Well, they may have lost key players, but they have also gained, players to just fill that void or that gap. And that we are looking at one of those players here on your screen. That's Fiola Ceballos. She may be a familiar face from another team that the Cignal has competed with before, and now she is rendering her services here as one of the main attackers for the HD Spikers.
Well, I think Fiola and the rest of the team really have to be able to step up here more than anything else, because those are big names. Alohi obviously was their setter. At the same time, she was one of their main leaders. And so without her on the floor right now, without her to be able to talk to, Rachel has got to count on so many other players to be able to really fill in that gap.
That's right. And I think, more than ever, the teamwork and how they gel will be very important for both of these teams, because both of these teams actually has new additions, And I think it will be interesting to see how, Mylene Paat will be playing up against her former team.
That's going to be a very good sidelight to be able to see here. Obviously, Paat was one of their main gunners, but she is now playing on the other side. It's going to be a really interesting match here. There is Mylene, as you can see, warming up for the other squad. But they're going to have their hands full talking about the Cignal HD Spikers, because they're up against one of the really powerhouse squads in Chery Tiggo.
That's right. And again, we can see these teams you can say that they, in terms of height, more or less they have the same average height. But then, we can't help but not look at the two twin towers of the crossover, and it will be interesting to see how Cignal will be able to manage the strong net defense of the crossovers.
This is going to be the very first game of Cignal HD, and so some growing pains as far as they're concerned, because they have not yet been able to play a competitive match for quite some time.
That's right, and we were supposed to play on the opening day, but then their schedule was changed. So I'm sure that they're very excited today as they face Chery crossover. And of course, the crossovers are coming in with high motivation because they won their first game as well.
Would you say that's a bit of an advantage, because Chery has been able to play a game already? They have one game in their pocket and they won that quite handily. So today they might feel that they're a little bit more in a groove than coming into here with just your first game.
That's right. I think it could be an advantage here for the crossovers. They have a better feel of the court as well, and how the new setup is now here in the PSL.
Here we go, our second match here today.
Second referee, Lumar Pajarillo. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Chery Tiggo crossovers. Middle blocker from the National University, number 3, team captain, Jaja Santiago. Center also from NU, number 4, Jasmine Nabor. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 6, Arian Layug. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 7, Mylene Pat. Opposite hitter from the National University, number 16, Dindin Santiago Manabat. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 25, Rachel Ostero. Starting libero from the Far Eastern University, number 23, Buding Durandes. Head coach for Chery Tiggo is Aaron Velez. And now the starters for the Cignal HD Spikers. Center from the University of the Philippines, number 7, Ayel Estranero. Opposite hitter from Cignal University, number 9, Janine Marciano. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 10, May Luna. Middle blocker from the National University, number 11, Roslyn Doria. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 16, Julia Ipa. And outside spiker from the Far Eastern University, number 13, team captain, Rachel Ann Duckis. Starter from the University of Perpetual Health, number 3.
And there you have the starters for both these squads. Dakis, Estranero, Luna, Doria, Ipak, Marciano, and Jack Junella is their libero. This is a stacked team. They lost a lot of big-name players, but looking at their starting 6, it's still a solid lineup.
That's right. Very strong contenders here that we can see from a Cignal HD Spikers.
On the other side, Nabor, Santiago, Paat, Manabat, Ostero, Layug, and Duremdes is their libero.
Very tall starting 6 here for the Chery Tiggo.
You were talking about the height. Boy, they do have the height. Not to mention the height, but they also have talent. Here we go, second match. Here this Monday. Good evening, Philippines. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got the Cignal HD Spikers up against Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Anthony Sintay here together with Ivy Remulla. We're glad you're joining us. Volleyball is back, and here we go. Second match this Monday. First attack blocked, but they're gonna say, yes, point. We'll go to Cignal. Good start for them. Let's see just how quickly Cignal can settle in here. Just as I say that, that serve's gonna hit the net.
A free point now goes to Chery Tiggo.
That's gonna be definitely one of the keys for both these squads. No easy free points for their opponents. Nabar. Hit for tat. Quickly apologizes. This could be the time for May Luna to really showcase what she can do.
That's right. You know, a lot of volleyball fans have been waiting, you know, for her, and maybe this would be her time to shine.
Most of the time being utilized off the bench, and here we come. One of the dreaded Santiago sisters. Laig with the serve. We're tied at 2.
That was a good serve. Service ace. A little confusion there from Jonella and Dakis.
Gonna go right back down to that same spot. That's gonna be out. Marciano had the right thing in mind, just run out of space.
That's right. She was trying to clip that line. A little bit too wide though.
That's off the block. Dakis picks up her first point.
So this could be a strategy that we can see here from Cignal, knowing that we have very tall blockers, and it might be difficult to make the ball go through those blockers, then might as well use the blockers to your advantage.
Ipak serving. Her team trailing by 1. Sending up Dindin. Not the way she drew it up, but a point's a point.
That's right. A little help from the net, and that scores the 5th point for Chery Tiggo.
Rachel Ostero now with the serve. Her team up by 2. Just sending that one over. Dakis. Quick play up the middle. And Jaja didn't really have to jump for that one.
She doesn't really have to jump at all. You know, with the height and her reach, completely towering over the blockers of Cignal.
You can say she tiptoed for that
Yeah.
one. More than anything else. 6-3, 3-point lead here for Chery Tiggo. From the back row. That's going to be out. Naylor is going to have more opportunities. That's for sure. Look at the attack points already. Chery Tiggo up by 2. 3-1. That's a bit of luck.
That's right, another service ace.
But Chery Tiggo will take it. They're up 8-3 as we get to our first technical timeout.
Still serving for Chery Tiggo, Rachel Ostero.
Back to the action here from Ilocos Norte. Second game here this Monday. Good solid start here for Chery Tiggo. No further blocking.
Marciano with that tip. I think Cignal would really have to have a lot of variation now with their attacks.
I was about to ask you, how creative does Cignal have to be? Because they just have, you can't just say 2 towers, they have 3, 4 towers. Talking about Chery, and that's going to help them out. Cignal now, 2 quick points. Gets them back right in it.
Now, we can always say that the service should also be considered as a form of offense. So that's why it's very important that you minimize errors at the service line at any given time.
Can they make it 3 in a row? They got a free ball here. Can they take advantage? Transition. That works.
Maylene Pat scores now for Chery Tiggo. But you got to remember, Maylene Pat is a lefty.
Here's Dindin. Their team up by 4. Dakis slowed down there. Pat once again. Sent over. Once again, Jaja. That's good floor defense. From the back row.
Good save there from Dakis.
Best rally of the match so far, definitely. And we're still going. Dakis once again. using the tall Jaja that time and picks up a point.
Here you can see their Daki swiping that ball.
6:39. Now serving for Cignal, team captain
Rachel Antakis serving now. Her team just down by 3. Once again, Jaja.
Just hammering.
Nothing you can do there.
That's right. So, you know, when you have a tall player like Jaja at the front line, you really have to be, you know, you have to read your defense very well. Find that open space that from the hands of the blocker. Because definitely that's one of the trajectories where the ball will go.
Good serve from Pat. Luna dug there by Duremdes. That's inside, no question about that one.
And Jasmine Nabor, of course, you cannot discount her as being an attacker as well. Before she was a setter, she was actually a hitter. So more options, more attack options here for the crossovers.
Timeout's going to be called here. You can hear from Coach Shaq.
Kaya lang hindi natin ginagawa, okay? Basically, ito yung difference natin. Nandito ka na naman, Jet. Ito, nandito. Sino kukuha dyan? Okay? Pumalo yun nandito. Anong gagawin nito? Kukuha tayo.
So Coach Shaq reminding the girls about floor defense, you know, quick. You can really hear him saying about the positions they should be watching out for inside the court.
At ang ganda na sinabi niya. Sabi niya, alam niyo naman yung kailangan niyong gawin. Hindi niyo lang ginagawa.
Right.
They gotta wake up. They're down by 5. Quick set. Denied. Back to Luna. Luna once again. The floor defense of Chery has been excellent. Watch it there once again. Layog this time scoring, getting it through.
So
Chery
six.
Tiggo has doubled up on
That's right.
Cignal.
6-point lead here. Oh, that's 7-point lead here now for Chery Tiggo with that service ace from Eileen Paat.
That just clipped the line. It looked like it was going out. Watch it here. This is very close.
That's the beauty of a floater serve. You know, you thought it was going outside and then suddenly it dips down.
That's going to stop the bleeding.
You know, we can see how much that Cignal really scores a lot off the block. So I think that's one of the strategies that Cignal can use here in this match against the crossovers.
Dory with the serve, her team trailing by 6. Look at the height once again of Jaja just extending there. Looks like she mistimed her jump, but still was able to get it.
Well, she can clearly see over everybody. Seeing that hole in the middle, that was a good decision also from Jaja, because she already has 3 blockers in front of her.
Oh, to be 6'5".
Oh, poor reception from Cignal.
What a hit there.
The cross court has been working well here for the crossovers. Cignal just having difficulty defending that both on the floor and on the net.
This is now the biggest lead of the set. Jaja serving once again. They're up by 8. Luna using the block again. That's happened at least 4 times.
That's right. And Cignal really has to play smart, you know, if they want to get the points here.
Serving for Cignal, Ayel Extranjero.
Cignal try and get back in it here. Again, open space there. Zone 6 has been wide open here. It's 16-8 as we get to our second technical timeout of set number 1. Back to Ilocos Norte here for this match between Chery Tiggo and Cignal. Anthony Suntay together with Ivy Remulla. Second game this Monday. Dakis denied from the back.
Almost a good save here on the side of Cignal. Try to keep the ball alive. Quite a comfortable lead here for Chery Tiggo.
Coach Shaq has one more timeout in his pocket. Quick play, denied once again. Ostero's really quick at that net. Miscommunication that time. Coach Aaron's got to like what he sees.
Well, at this point, Chery Tiggo can still afford that mistake with this comfortable lead that they have.
Good serve there from Luna.
Oh,
That is what Ostero loves to do.
That's right. Good play there from Nabor and Ostero.
Look at the attack points. Heavily in favor of Chery Tiggo, 11-5. That's expected because obviously Chery Tiggo has already played one match.
Yes.
We talked about that during the pregame. A little bit of growing pains here for Cignal, but they'll get there. Ipak with the serve. Chery Tiggo though, comfortably ahead by 8. That's a good serve. And once again, going down the line, that was open. This is what Chery really envisioned when they built this team around the sisters.
Yes.
Is that 1-2 punch of Jaja and Dindin.
But Dindin is really, you know, she really got her form back. And we can really see, you know, how well she's... The variation of the attacks as well. We can see in previous games she's been even attacking from the back. She's been giving points at the front.
Good combination there from the sisters. 12 points for Dindin, 11 points for Jaja. Not to mention Mylene Paat. Now we throw her into the mix. And all bets are off. May Luna from the back, yes!
Once again, they get the point off the block.
Always touted as one of the best players in the league in Philippine volleyball, just not being able to harness. Now's her chance, really.
Serving for Cignal, Marciano.
Marciano serving, her team still down by 8. Good numbers for Marciano.
Another good serve from Marciano.
Timeout, Chery, Tiggo.
That's going to force the hand of Coach Aaron to talk to his girls.
Controversial. Underline. Naloka naman.
Kita-kita naman eh. Ngayon, nag-a-adjust pa yung referee.
Let's go, move on.
Voting! Pasa mo na.
Well, you can see Coach Aaron loves to stress that, making sure that his team has got to be always playing at the top level from start to finish.
That's right.
Parang medyo bumababa yung level nila dito eh.
So I think that timeout also was meant to make sure just to break the momentum, because that Janine has scored already 2 service aces. Oh, misreception there.
Rachel was down on the ground already, even before that ball got there. And a good time out here for Coach Aaron.
That's right. Really broke the momentum there for Cignal. Chery Ardiente now in for Cignal.
You can see the even distribution of points here, Ivy, by this Chery Tiggo squad. Not gonna work there for Doria.
So at this point, Cignal really needs to control the errors on their side.
And I have a bet that is exactly what Coach Shaq is gonna tell his girls. Let's see.
Maka-adjust tayo.
Kasi gusto nyo kung anong mabilis yung ginawa natin, yung gagawin natin. Tandaan nyo ha, kung ano yung kaya natin. Yun. Hindi tayo magbe-base sa kanila. Okay?
Still a very cool
Yes.
and calm Coach Shaq.
Well, he reminded the girls that, you know, you don't have to base your movement on the opponents. You have your own move. So, wag doon nilang gagayahin yung galaw. Because sometimes, you know, you have your own momentum. And once that you get affected by the opponent's momentum, nawawala yung sarili yung galaw or the gel that you have.
And you like the fact that he told his girls, look, it's our first set here in the tournament. So just find your groove and do better in the second. So just trying to settle these girls in. Let's see if they can come up with a mini rally here. But once again, that has been so open for Jaja.
It's actually the same area as well where she scored earlier with that quick attack.
Chery Tiggo 3 points away. That's back-to-back service errors here for Chery Tiggo.
Another 3-point here for Cignal.
First entry of Ceballos, who we talked about extensively in our pregame. Solid serve there by Doria. But again, another setup works. starting to sound like a broken record here with Jaja in the attack up the middle.
No blocker going up against Jaja at that time. You cannot leave Jaja Santiago, you know, with no blockers at the front.
Bit of luck there. And that piece of luck will bring Chery Tiggo to set point.
Like they say, never take your eyes off the ball.
One of the fundamental mistakes. Back set, going down the line, works! Abriam with her first point. Still alive here is Cignal HD.
Serving for the HD Spikers,
Estranero serving here to stay alive in set number 1. Now a good attack. Again, Cignal. Make them pay, they do.
And it's Marciano once again here for Cignal.
And this is definitely what Coach Shaq wants to see. His team settling down, so at least definitely they'll have a much stronger set number 2. From the back row, Jaja dug. Chance once again for Cignal here. And they take advantage. No, nice dig there. Dindin once again.
That's the back row that we've been talking about. Dindin Santiago spiking from the back as if parang nasa front line lang. Woo! Take a look at that attack from Dindin.
Bang. That's a better angle. Set number 1 goes to Chery Tiggo. Crossovers, 25-16. Welcome back to Ilocos Norte as we have Chery Tiggo taking the first set, 25-16. Slow start for Cignal, but you can see in the latter part, medyo masasabi mo they're now starting to find their groove.
That's right. So probably the first game jitters here for Cignal. So as we said, the advantage of the crossover series is that they've already played the first game. So more or less, they've got the feel, you know, of how it is, the movement inside the court. And they came from a win as well. So, you know, really that gives them, they're up in high spirits.
Yeah, malaking bagay talaga yung para sa kanila. But Cignal showing that they do have the grit and determination to be able to come back. So we expect a more competitive second set.
That's right. So Cignal struggled a bit, you know, when it comes to their first ball. We've seen a lot of instances that like they struggled, and the quick plays of the crossover, the Cignal was not able to defend that, so they just have to work double time at the net. So malaking bagay na rin yun just to be able to touch the ball, maybe not a solid block, but to touch the ball would be a big thing already. And we can see here the numbers for this first set. In attacks, Chery Tiggo crossovers dominating with 17 attack points, only 8 from the HD Spikers. Service aces as well is dominated by the crossovers. They have 4 service aces compared to only 2 of Cignal. And for unforced errors, Chery Tiggo was able to score 6 points from the errors of Cignal. So I think ito is another crucial thing, when especially we know that crossovers has their groove, they have the momentum. So Cignal would really have to control the errors.
And those are the same numbers I'm sure that Coach Shaq is looking at, and he's reminded his girls about that. Let's see if we do have a more competitive second set. I expect that because we know the quality that Cignal HD Spikers have. Nice smile though here from Dindin because so far, so good for Chery Tiggo. Second set coming up here. Once again, good evening, Philippines. Thank you very much for joining us here for the Premier Volleyball League. Remember, the only professional volleyball league in the Philippines. That's too easy. Cignal HD cannot allow Chery Tiggo to just run off easy points to start off set number 2.
Oh, good block there from Manabat and Ostero.
Still a smile there from Coach Shaq. I want to be able to find out how long he can keep that smile. But again, he's a patient fellow, and at the same time, you and I keep talking about the fact that this is their first game.
Right.
So you've got to cut them some slack. Yes, Dakis once again, huh?
Off the block once again. Like we say, it may be difficult for Cignal to penetrate the blockers. So, just really have to find a way to how to score off the block.
Just trailing by 1. And that is what you have to put to a bare minimum. Those mistakes from serve. Not missing by much, but nonetheless, still an easy point for Chery. Look at the excellent sets numbers.
That's right. And you can see also how well the ball is distributed on the side of the crossovers.
That's not going to get over. Pato saying, seems like it touched her fingers. Our first referee says no.
Let's take a look at that hit. It hit the tip of the net. So the point goes to Cignal.
That's a good call. Nice stretch there from Dakis to keep that alive. Ostero up the middle.
Excellent quick play. And we can really see the speed of that hit. Cignal blockers a little bit too late.
And you have mentioned that a couple of times already. That's why the kills have been really solid shots coming from Chery. Nice rally here. And getting that through.
Let's take a look at that last hit from Janine Marciano.
Musa now starting out the second set here for Cignal. One of those players that have started to come on late in her career. But Santiago, we know what she's capable of.
Look at that sharp hit from Jaja Santiago. she really avoided the hands of the blockers.
That time the blocker wasn't late. The blocker
Yes,
was
that
there.
was on time, but then Jaja saw the hand. I guess that's really how the experience, that the Jaja was able to gain.
The blocker was there. It didn't matter. That's not going to get over.
But trying to be smart.
Trying to be smart, trying to get a little too cute there. Didn't work.
But I think she had the right thing in mind because there was no one to defend that. I think, the defense was too far off the net.
These numbers in favor of Cignal. Excellent receptions. They're +2. What a get. And you go right back to Jaja.
And you can see that she really asked for that ball.
Two-point lead now here for Chery. An opportunity for them here once again. They go to the pin. Back row. Dindin just sent that one over.
A free ball given by Cignal.
Ouch. To the left hand. Jaja Santiago in the air, changing her mind.
Well, that's a trick shot.
Yes, it is.
And again, the advantage of having such long arms. She was actually going down, but then again, she's still way above the blockers.
Wow. She is one heck of a talent. Trying to get that through. The wall was there. That's going to bring us to our first technical timeout here of set number 2. It's Chery Tiggo up by 4. Welcome back to Ilocos Norte for this match between Chery Tiggo and Cignal HD. Anthony Suntay here together with Ivy Remulla. We're glad you're joining us because volleyball is back. I'm so giddy that we've got volleyball back here and it's back to stay.
That's right. I've been looking forward, to seeing all of these stars play together. And we're seeing them now.
This is the first and only professional volleyball league in the Philippines. And you can catch the games on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
So that service error gives Chery Tiggo their 9th point. Again, if you're Cignal and you're trailing behind, you really have to avoid those errors.
Another ace. Boy, Jaja's racking up the points here, Ivy.
That's right. She scored in the net and she's scoring also at the service line.
It's a very good timeout here for Coach Shaq. He needs to be able to calm his girls down. Again, just some quick reminders here from Coach Shaq.
Still serving for the crossovers,
I guess he feels it's still early stages of the tournament. Actually, just their first game.
That's right.
Service aces 5-2, and a mistake there from Jaja.
You can see Jaja targeting short ball for her service.
It's worked a few times. Cignal down by 4. Doria with the serve. That's just wide.
That's the third service error for Cignal here in set number 2.
And we talked about that, Ivy. In set number 1, you cannot give your opponents, especially a team like Chery Tiggo, too many easy points. Violation's going to be called there. Estranero apologizes. We've seen this scoreline before, 12-6.
Another comfortable lead here for Chery Tiggo.
Dindin finds a seam.
And you can see that already almost was not a good hit. You can see that she pushed Jasmine Nabor out of the way, but still she managed to convert that into a point. Again, you can see the maturity of how Dindin plays right now, you know, seeing the open spaces in the defense of the Cignal.
Nabor's going to send that one long. Cignal will gladly take that. Amuta's going to check in here for Jack Janela. Much better serve there from Estranero. Amutan got to it. One of the few mistakes we've seen here from Santiago Manabat.
But if you're Cignal, you're going to take that any day.
For
you're
sure.
playing catch-up right now. 8 serving 13.
Ouch. Just when you're trying to build some momentum, you give another free point to Chery Tiggo.
And you know, at this point, Cignal really has to control the errors at the service line because you're gaining momentum already, but because of those errors, you know, it's just pushing them back down.
But they'll gladly take this one once again. Live pushing that one long. Now it's the captain. Taki's trying to will her team right back here in this match. Dindin, a lot of spin. Got down there.
And that makes it to the line.
Ostero has also been a welcome addition here to this Chery Tiggo squad. Already formidable. And they got even stronger. Ostero gets that one. Back set goes down the line and it works.
Marciano once again for Cignal. You know, she has been pretty consistent here for the HD Spikers. So she just needs somebody else to step up with her and bring in the points.
This could be a candidate. Musa. Making sure of that one. Dindin, slow down. That was a campfire right there Cignal taking advantage.
Marciano with that off speed.
And that's what Coach Shaq was telling his girls. I want to see you enjoying. And now, you're settling down. Nice dig. Pat. Coming off the shadow of Jaja Santiago. That's going to bring us to another technical timeout. It's a 5-point lead enjoyed here by Chery Tiggo at 16-11.
Substitutions for Chery Tiggo, number 16, Santiago Manamanao. Number 2, Giselle C.N. Number 4, number 15, Elena.
Back to the action here from Ilocos Norte. It's a 5-point lead enjoyed here by Chery Tiggo. Here in the second set, they took set number 1, 25-16.
A two-man substitution here for Chery Tiggo. And right away, Giselle C scores.
Picks up an ace. That's what you want to be able to do. Come in and immediately contribute.
That's right.
That score should have changed. It's now 17.
17. Yeah.
There it is. Guardiente is going to check back in. She came in briefly together with Abriam in the first set.
So no Cignal still trying to keep 3 defenders, 3 attackers at the front line with this two-man substitution.
Cignal looking for a strong finishing kick here in the second set. That's great defense up front.
And that's what we have to see more from the side of Cignal, you know, defending the net. Let's take a look at that last block.
Casilag denied there. Can they put a rally together? Another solid serve from Guardiente. Again going to the left hand is Jaja. Casilag easily handled. And it's going to be another violation. That's the second time we've seen that here.
That's right. So these can be costly errors for the HD Spikers.
Pat serving her team up by 5. Looked like that might have sailed long.
Combination play from Tiggo.
Another timeout's going to be called here by Coach Shaq de los Santos.
Coach Shaq trying to encourage the girls, you know, and this timeout I think is really also meant to break the momentum of Chery Tiggo.
That was very clear. You hardly even talk to the girls.
Right.
Look at the block points. Tied it to a piece. Just here in the second set.
Well read by Jaja Santiago.
How do you solve that riddle when you have somebody that big in front of you? Watch it again.
Well, Doria doesn't really have much to go to because, you know, she was already under the ball. So not a lot of options for her.
She was committed already. And then when she got up, she saw Jaja. And here's another one. Back-to-back good plays at the net.
So the plays of Cignal are read well, you know, by Chery Tiggo.
Nice dig. Casilag goes cross court. Boy, they're getting contributions from just about everybody.
That's right. And you can also see the distribution of the ball here for Chery Tiggo.
They open up another 8-point lead here. Their biggest of set number 2. That's not going to get over.
Another point here for Chery Tiggo. Mylene Pat has been at the service line for quite some time already.
Substitutions once again here for Cignal. Trying to stem the tide. They're down by 10.
Another good serve from Mylene Paat.
That's going to set up this offensive here. Cross court. Jonella gets to it. That was just asking too much from Jack. She just got up. And then you had to ask her, scramble for it, scramble for it.
So she's expected to get that ball back again. You know, but this is the struggle that Cignal is having here in this match. You know, the first ball, it has been very elusive, a good first ball. Meanwhile, on the side of the crossovers, they are able to have the luxury of giving a lot of variations to the attacks because of the good first ball.
Another free ball here. Trying to end the set. Cross court. Dakis denied. And Jaja just reaches over, puts that down, and they're going to take set number 2. Watch it once again. Well, that was just for good measure. That didn't look like it went over.
Yeah, it did not
that
go
was 4
over.
touches.
Jaja just making sure the point goes to them.
Set number 2 goes to Chery Tiggo once again at 25-13. Welcome back to the Premier Volleyball League. There you can see Chery Tiggo taking the first 2 sets, 25-16, 25-13. And they're looking like a real solid title contender, Ivy.
That's right. You know, very smooth movements inside the court. And we've seen several combination plays as well from Chery Tiggo. And I think we have to credit the fact that they were able to give, they have better reception here in this set as compared to Cignal. Cignal is still struggling a bit, you know, with the floor defense and even the defense at the net. And but Marciano has really, you know, helped or contribute to the points here for Cignal.
I felt they had a better showing here in the second set. Unfortunately, it just didn't translate into the actual scoreline because they had more points in set number 1, but it looked like they were a little bit more cohesive in that second set.
Well, we can see that Cignal is getting there, you know. I think, you know, they still have, they're probably still trying to get their groove into the game. And here we can see the numbers for set number 2. Still, Chery Tiggo with more attack points, 11-5. And this time around, Chery Tiggo really did well, did their homework at the net. 5 blocks as only 2 from Cignal. And the service aces as well worked well for Chery crossover. They have 2 service aces. The errors have been more for both of these teams, but you know, Cignal would really have to control the errors because they're not able to convert their attacks into points.
You know, when you look at the numbers here, the blocks are a little bit more like Chery because obviously in that first set they had 0 blocks.
That's right. So this time around, this is what we expected from the crossover. So more points coming in from the blocks. And actually, the first set, Cignal was able to work their way through the blocks. We've seen a lot of off-speed or off-the-block hits that score the points for Cignal. And probably that's what they can still continue on to do here in set number 3.
A little bit of a change. I saw Micah Ortiz there starting out for Chery Tiggo. Boy, they're stacked. You have Micah Ortiz just coming on in the third.
The deep bench, actually, whoever you pull out, you know, like when, and in set number 2, we've seen that Giselle C was pulled out from the bench, and right away she scores a point for Chery Tiggo.
And Giselle C will be starting out here for Chery Tiggo in the third, but Cignal will take that first point. That's what our fans would love to see. This is a fighting squad. Luna, dug there by Duremdes. And we're tied at 1. Laig is no slouch as well, Ivy.
That's right. She has been pretty consistent here for Chery Tiggo.
See with the serve. Chance here. Casilla goes down the line.
Cross court.
Well, Ortiz was right there, just in case. And Chery Tiggo will take that point. And you can see just how important are your teammates on the bench here when you're in a bubble format and at the same time you've got no fans whatsoever to really support your team.
That's right. It's your teammates who's going to give the noise, you know, and cheer for you.
Quick reminder once again there for Coach Shaq. He does not want to let his Cignal squad get down too early. You're now trailing by 2. Luna goes down the line, runs out of space. Early timeout here by Coach Shaq.
Kahit yan, wala dyan. Matatalo tayo. Okay? Isip mo na naman yung pinasabi, hindi mo ba ma-receive? Ha? Hindi kami nagpapos na dapat sa bola yan. Sabi sa'yo, nirelax na kayo, mag-isip kayo. Hindi, tarantang-taranta kayo. Magaling mo na. Sabi natin sa mga.
And Coach Shaq still pointing out, you know, receive is something that they really have to work on here in this set if they want to win the third set against Chery Tiggo. And Coach Shaq also pointed out, tarantang-taranta daw to Cignal. So we really can see that, you know, the movement is still not there. This is not yet the signal that we're used to.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
And
a
that's
bit-
why you can see there's a hint of frustration already in
Yes.
his tone.
That's right. So a little bit of erratic, movements here from the HD spikers.
But remember, nobody's going to feel sorry for Cignal here. Especially Chery Tiggo saying, well, we'll take advantage.
Marciano scores once again for Cignal, which he definitely would really need support here. Apart from Marciano, there should be somebody else scoring in for the HD spikers.
Luna. Back-to-back points. That's going to help Cignal HD here. Can they continue to build on it though? Luna with another serve. Going right back to the pin, Casilag. Micah gets denied there. 3 straight points put together here by Cignal.
Good showing now here for the HD spikers.
Serving once again is May Luna.
Another good serve.
Casilag slowed down. Takis goes down the line.
I think she was trying to go for a touch from the blockers, but that one went wide.
A little too wide there, Ivy. That had no chance of touching the blockers. That's why she quickly apologized to the bench. Ooh, that might have sailed long. It came into contact with Takis.
Live is playing very well here for Chery Tiggo.
And just when you said that,
I think he jinxed it.
she's gonna say, next time, Ivy, don't say anything. I've been doing so well up until that stage. And the Cignal fans are saying, Ivy, go. Say more. Dory with the serve. Oh no. That is not the kind of serve Cignal wants. Because that's going to bring us to another technical timeout. The first technical timeout of set number 3. Chery Tiggo up 8-5. Welcome back to our coverage of the Premier Volleyball League. You can watch it on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Anthony Suntay together with Ivory Mulia. It's a match between Chery Tiggo and Cignal. First 2 sets went to Chery Tiggo and they lead here by 2. Marciano now with the serve. Trying to get her team right back in it. Ouch!
What
That's
can
really
you
gonna
do?
hurt the defense.
Good hit from Jaja Santiago. Let's take a look at that attack once again.
head and shoulders above the defense.
But we've seen, you know, when Jaja hits that, she always goes for that angle. So, you know, if you're the defender, you really have to anticipate that.
That's one of the ways that she's really improved her game. Before, she just go right into the defense.
That's right.
Or above them, because she always can do that. Continue to evolve, continue to get better.
This is my lead pass.
Pat serving, her team up by 3. Pat also with another solid performance, especially from that service line.
That's right. Well, good save there from Paat.
Look at that pancake, just to keep this rally going. Just sent over from the back row. It's gonna work for Mylene Paat. Just continues to score. Look at the numbers of excellent sets. It just continues to grow here for Chery Tiggo.
That's right.
They got a +7 there. Nice stretch. Quick transition.
Another good hit from Jaja Santiago. And if you take a look at this attack, look at where her body was facing, but where her ball went.
Look at the excellent big numbers. Just about even.
Strong hit from May Luna. That gotta hurt. I think the ball hit Mylene Paat. Ooh.
That was a ricochet off Casilag. But when you talk to a lot of the volleyball experts, they're saying that is what May Luna is really capable of doing.
That's right.
Now serving, Julia Ipak.
Ipak serving. Trying to get her team right back in it. They're down by 4. A lot of spin. And again, zone 5 was open.
Not the strongest of hits, but then she just placed the ball in the right position. It's Mylene Paat. That gotta hurt.
Yes. That's why she got the ice pack.
But she's still smiling about it.
That's going to hurt even more tomorrow morning. Five-point lead here enjoyed by Chery Tiggo. Officials just sorting out something. Now we're good to go. Luna, dug there by Casilag. Back to Layug.
Layug scores again for Chery Tiggo. She's having a very good game today.
It's like pick your poison. Just about everybody scoring here for Chery Tiggo.
That's right. They're actually moving like a well-oiled machine. Service ace from Jaja Santiago.
And the lead is now at 7. Little bit of help from the net though. But the good players make their own luck. On the back row, into the net.
Nothing going the way of Cignal at the moment.
It's 16-8, Chery Tiggo on top.
And we've just seen the numbers for service aces. Chery Tiggo with 6 service aces. And that has made it very difficult for Cignal.
We might not see Mylene Pad back in this ball game. Nursing that sore nose. They might not need her at this stage.
Micah Ortiz with her signature running hit.
Bang! Look at that. The lead is now at 9. Luna dug.
Free ball opportunity now for Cignal.
Dug once again by Casilag. It's not gonna get over. From a coach's standpoint, though, that's what you'd like to be able to see. Your girls still battling it out, despite the fact that they're down big.
That's right. And we've seen games, you know, wherein the teams can really come from way behind. You know, they got the match point already, but they still manage to catch up.
That time, though, luck not shining on the Cignal HD Spikers. Another point is going to go to Chery Tiggo.
Off-speed hit.
See with the serve. Good defense up front once again by Chery. Doro gets to it. Casilag. And Casilag's gonna pick up a point.
Cignal continuing to struggle with their floor defense.
Second and final time out here for Cignal in set number 3. Ten-point lead here enjoyed by Chery Tiggo. Let's see if that can break their momentum and Cignal can come up with one last-ditch stand. See, get to it. Casilag, that's not over.
So opportunity now for Cignal. They score a 3-point.
Luna once again with the serve. She was able to string some points a while ago. Can they do it again? Not that time. Because Laig scores once again.
Right from the opposite.
It has been a Layug clinic here today, Ivy.
And Cignal so far has not been able to stop her.
That's just out. Lead is now ballooned to 11. Laig serving once again. Her team 4 points away from picking up their second victory here. That's on the line.
Service ace from Layug.
What can she not do here tonight? She might want to join that dance a little bit later on. Dakis, that's gonna work.
Cignal still alive here in set number 3.
Well, they'll fight till the very end. It's gonna be a tough ask though. In your very first game here in our tournament, to come back from an 11-point deficit. Let's see if they have it in them.
Oh, that makes it to the line. Another point here for Cignal. And it's Janine Marciano.
Another good serve. Doro gets to it. Casilag denied.
Good block from Dakis.
Here they come. That rally we were expecting.
And Marciano once again scores for Cignal.
They're making a game out of it here.
And you gotta love the smiles that you see here in the side of Cignal, despite the fact that they're trailing behind.
I think more than anything else, Ivy, they understand the big picture. They know that this is just their first game. And more than anything else, they want to just get comfortable.
And I think, you know, that was what was missing here for the HE Spikers. They forgot to enjoy the game. You know, the pressure. I think they felt pressure, especially in set number 2.
And here they come. Just down by 7. Once again, you're watching the Premier Volleyball League here on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
Dakis with that tip.
And now, time for Coach Aaron to talk to his girls. (22-16) is our tally here. Set number 3. Chery Tiggo 3 points away from picking up their second win, but Cignal making it real difficult here in the third.
That's right, a good run that we're seeing here from the HD Spikers. Good serve.
Still alive though. Looked like an easy point. Ortiz picks up another point. Ortiz with a serve. Suddenly you can see on her face, she means business. Back set, denied. Mutan has done quite well here for Cignal. Cross court works.
Marciano keeping the HD Spikers alive.
She's had a very good debut here.
That's right. Now she's
going.
That's right, and now she's at the back. And she's now serving here at the back line.
They got Jaja back, possibly for the finishing touches here for Chery. Nice stretch just to keep this one going. Doro can't handle that one.
May Luna Back throw hit.
Cignal now within 5. Another solid serve from Marciano.
They go to Jaja, who drops it. Good save. But it's a free ball given by Cignal.
Back to Jaja. Jaja stopped.
And Jaja was blocked.
You don't see that very often.
That's right. Good read there from Ipak.
Well, you have talked about the fact that the blockers will have to anticipate where Jaja's going. She's not just going straight down. She's
That's
going to
right.
the sides. A little bit of concern here now for Coach Aaron.
Coach Aaron reminding we just need 2 points to close this match.
Telling his team, you gotta finish what you started. Come on.
5 block points against 4 here in this set. And good save once again. It's a free ball given by Cignal. They go to Jaja once again. Ball still alive. Better reception here from the HD Spikers.
Their floor defense has really turned up a few notches. But there, Casilag gets a point. It is now set point, match point for Chery Tiggo. Casilag serves an ace.
Ace!
And that's gonna do it here. What a fitting way to end this match for Chery Tiggo on an ace. There's our final score, 25-16, 25-13, and 25-19. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a bit. Welcome back to Ilocos Norte. This is our final score. Chery Tiggo taking it in 3 straight sets. 25-16, 25-13, and 25-19. As we take a look at the highlights of this set and the actual 3 sets.
So Chery Tiggo still came on strong in set number 3, but we've seen a better fight from the HD Spikers, and towards the latter part of set number 3, better floor defense. And we've also seen, you know, how they've this time around, Cignal managed to score some points from the net, for defense at the net. But, you know, the Chery Tiggo just moved better, I think. You know, they just had more chemistry here in this game.
And there we can see a lot of the highlights here of Ariane Layug. And she is our player of the match.
14 points from Ariane Layug, 10 attack points, 1 block, and 3 serves. We've seen how consistent she has been throughout in this match.
And before we end our Monday coverage, we'll give you the games tomorrow, Tuesday, July 20. At 3 in the afternoon, it's Creamline Cool Smashers up against the Petrogas Angels. That's our first match. Creamline looking so good in their first match a few days ago. And at 6, to cap off our Tuesday matches, we've got Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers versus the Ballypure Water Defenders. 2 more exciting matches coming your way here, courtesy of the Premier Volleyball League. In behalf of my partner, Ivy Remulla, Anthony Sutay saying thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, take care. Have a good night ahead. God bless.